we need to talk about this new fertility problem. Oh my god, I'm shocked. Namaste, my beautiful people. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bernie, and today we're going to talk about this new fertility issue that I have recently discovered. I am planning to make like a proper detailed fertility journey of mine, so that probably some of y'all would correlate it. But today it was so important that I thought I'll just quickly come here and share something which is truly important, and I thought this would be the best place I share it, and the more sooner I share it, it would be good. So it's the best thing that have happened to me over the years, but it's not great news, but I know the answer right now. So if you all don't know, I had been told by my gynecologist that it's been an unexplained fertility. Unexplained infertility. But you know what? I did not take that, because how could infertility be unexplained? I was first diagnosed with TB in my left ovary. Then, okay, wait. So I was first diagnosed with TB in my left ovary when I was 24 years old. There was a point that the doctors had asked me to remove my left ovary, and I took a call that I'm not going to do it. I consulted another gynecologist and I got the answer of it by doing a TB which was detected. I was put on medication for 1 year, and I thought later that was the reason that I was not able to conceive. And then few years later, when I was not able to conceive, I went to my gynecologist and she told me that, let's do a sonography. Everything was clear. I did have a little fibroid, but it was very tiny, which could have been ignored. But then I was not able to conceive. And then she said that, maybe in the left ovary there would be traces of your TB, so we need to do a laparoscopy to check if your tubes are blocked or no. So I did my laparoscopy, and surprisingly, or whatever, I was detected endometriosis, which is there was this chocolate cyst that was found in my left ovary. Now what happens is, when you menstruate, instead of the blood, sorry, the camera got shut. I don't know where I stopped, but let's continue. So I was saying that my doctor asked me to do laparoscopy, which I did, and it turned out to be endometriosis, which is that there was a chocolate cyst that was found in my left ovary. Right now, what does this mean is, when you menstruate, which means that when you have your periods, some amount of blood comes down and some goes up, and then there are these clots which accumulate and become a chocolate cyst, and you have like heavy pains and everything in your stomach. But strangely, I did not have the pain, but the chocolate cyst was removed and the video was shared with us, and doctor said that this would be one of the reasons that I was not able to conceive. And I was like, thank God, that at least this has been removed through laparoscopy. My tubes were good, everything was fine, there was no problem at all, and I was like, cool, now I'm ready to conceive. But then 3 months happened, 6 months happened, 8 months happened. It didn't work out, right? And then I was like, what, it just took a mental toll on myself and my mind, it just took a mental, what do I say, it just took a toll on my mind. And I decided that I'm not going to go to the doctor. I'm done. I don't want to think about it, because it had been like years and years and years that I was trying to conceive and it wasn't happening. And then I think a month or two later, when I did not go to the doctor, I conceived, but sadly it turned out to be a miscarriage. And then I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that there would be something related to chromosomes, that the egg and sperm did not meet, and so yeah, it turned into a miscarriage, and I was like, oh, okay, can't do anything about it. But honestly, till this point in life, I was so used to it that I think miscarriage did not really hurt me. I was like, okay, it is part of life and I just have to continue. So, and then I was put on medication for 3 months to, get the infection or anything that was there in my stomach to be out. And then December, when I again did my, sonography, there was this little fibroid, which my doctor then said that I have PCOS. And I was like, everything in the world is happening to me, man. What do I do? And then I was put on a month medication, and surprisingly, the fibroid also went away. There was a little, very tiny, which could be ignored, and that wouldn't cause anything in terms to fertility or in terms of conceiving. I tried again, and it didn't work out. It did not work out. I gave it another 3-4 months, but it did not work out. I was like, you know what? Again, chuck it off. But then I just left. I left the gynecologist. I left all the, medication. I left everything. I just wanted to take a breather. I just wanted to take a break. And then what happened was, so I saw this ad on Instagram which talked about Ayurveda, and actually people were conceiving through this process, and I thought, let's give this a try, because this is any which way is not going to, fluctuate my hormones and not going to make me mad. So I tried it out. Wasn't a great journey, but there's something that really amazed me, which I was so bang on that I knew that it was not an unexplained infertility. It was something that my body knew, this something I knew, and I just got my answer. So I met this wonderful doctor who actually asked me to do some test, which was like so many tests, and she said particularly about 2 tests that is, so important. One is prolactin and one is TPO. I'm going to put the exact name of the, test here, somewhere here, or somewhere here, or somewhere here. I'm just going to put the names there. If someone have told you, like your gynecologist have told you about this unexplained infertility, do check with them to check if this is something you also need to check. So when I got that checked, I came to understand that I have an autoimmune disorder, if you might say so. There's a thyroid autoimmune thing that is wrong in my body, which means that when my body sees a foreign body or foreign thing coming up in my body, it just attacks it, which means that when my body was trying to conceive and form a baby, that autoimmune thing attacked it, and because of that I had a miscarriage. So now I am in the process of that Ayurvedic medication to get the, values down. I know I can go to a normal gynecologist also, but I still don't want to trigger the hormones and be on heavy medication, and that is the reason I'm going through Ayurveda. But trust me, I'm so happy that I know the cause right now, and I really hope that this is the major cause. This is not great in terms of body and health, but I have the peace of mind that I exactly know why there was a infertility issue in my life, and now I'm working towards it, and hopefully the values get down and I am able to conceive. And that's pretty much about it. I just wanted to give you an update. I am planning to make like a detailed video about my journey, which I will do it in the coming days. But for now, all I want you all to do is, which is so important, that in case the doctor tells you that your fertility is unexplained, just check with them if you can do these 2 tests, because what the Ayurvedic doctor have told me is this is something that has been rising in India and across the globe, and usually these tests are not, done, or this is not detected because there is no what do I say, there is no symptoms, because I had no symptoms all through these years. There are no symptoms for these kind, it's actually called as Hashimoto disease. There is no symptoms for these, and that is the reason even if you have your TPO or prolactin high, it is not going to show. So it is so important that you get yourself checked, and it would really solve a lot of issues, and you would actually know where you can get it treated. So I'm super happy that I got the answer, and that was all about this video. I hope it actually helps, and with that, let me end this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Love.